Well, did you miss me? What's going on, guys? Chunky back here on my channel finally after what seems like an eternity.
Where have you been?
I am back to talk about E3 2018. Sony's conference people didn't like. I understand where they're coming from. There was nothing necessarily new. There was nothing that necessarily blew anyone's minds. I think that era of E3 is on its way out with all these pre-E3 leaks and all these news stories coming out well ahead of E3. It's hard to say that we're going to get any more huge surprises anymore without them being spoiled to some extent. Now, the problem with Sony's conference was they showed 4 great games. They did want to focus on 4 pillars, some of which were necessarily done well in terms of the actual conference, because The Last of Us 2, obviously something I want to talk about, I'll get to in a sec, but they basically showed what they had to show in sort of like a chapel setting, but then when the trailer had ended, they had to actually move the entire audience over to like another section of the experience or the conference, which was just annoying for the viewers because there was like straight away after the conference had started and we've seen The Last of Us gameplay footage, there was like a 15-minute intermission just to move the audience. That said, The Last of Us 2 did open the show and it was absolutely fantastic. The Last of Us always seemed to push the boundaries. It wasn't scared to be gory, it wasn't scared to be emotional, it wasn't scared to be progressive. So The Last of Us 2 definitely follows in service of that. Everyone kind of got a bit awkward when Ellie and the other character, I can't remember her name, they were kind of kissing. It looks sort of awkwardly real, if that's what it is. It looks amazing. Like, the graphics are fantastic. The facial motion capture and all that stuff is just A grade. But then again, the violence and the actual gameplay, it's definitely similar to what we'd seen in the original Last of Us, but something that I just look forward to all the time. The Last of Us is such a great experience, and The Last of Us Part 2 is going to be no exception. It's going to be one of the better games that the PlayStation library has to offer. I'll bank on that.
See, I told you. He should be terrified.
Next up was Ghost of Tsushima. Now, Ghost of Tsushima, we didn't really see much before an initial reveal trailer. However, we saw gameplay. It looks absolutely gorgeous. It's what seems like a third-person open-world action/stealth adventure. Is now fully realized. A lot of great colors. The game looks gorgeous. Some great landscapes. Some awesome and interesting and good-looking fighting mechanics. Mixed in with some stealth mechanics, some traversal mechanics. It's all coming together for Ghost of Tsushima. It's obviously the deepest look we've had at it so far. So at the end of the day, I'm looking really forward to seeing what else it can offer, because recently news has come out that what we actually saw, as epic as it was just a side mission. So at the end of the day, if Ghost of Tsushima is going to really offer up some epic set pieces, and this is just a side quest, I am so pumped to see what else Ghost of Tsushima has to offer. Next up was Spider-Man. Now, we've seen a fair bit of what Spider-Man is. It's an open world Spider-Man experience. As you can tell, I love Spider-Man, super duper fan, probably my favorite Marvel hero, and this looks great. Obviously, we'd seen open world gameplay. We'd seen it at last year's E3. This year, I think we had a deeper look at the villains. Obviously, from the villain we saw in the last trailer, there's obviously heaps more between Electro and Scorpion and the Vulture and the Rhino. It seems like we're getting a Sinister Six of some sorts, given that the ending of the actual trailer seemed to throw some sort of twist at us, given we don't know what it is. But at the end of the day, I can't really say much more because we have seen so much of Spider-Man to this day, and it is out in a couple months, so I'm just ready for this game. I really don't want to see anything else. I just want it in my hands. And at the end of the day, I really hope that they get the web swinging and the traversal right, but it looks great, and I'm pretty sure that Insomniac has a handle on it. And the last one was Death Stranding. Now, Death Stranding, once again, we got the deepest look at it to date. Some gameplay footage. No one understands. I mean, I'm not going to speak on behalf of everyone, but like, I don't think anyone truly understands what this game is. I don't either. It's going to be something original. It always is with Kojima. So at the end of the day, it seems like you're delivering something. The baby's involved somehow. Are you delivering the baby? I don't know. Either way, there's a lot of really good looking graphics, a lot of beautiful landscapes. Norman Reedus is the main character. The facial motion capture and all the graphics look absolutely on point. Something Kojima is well known for. His games always tend to look good. At the end of the day, there's not really much more I can say because I don't really know what it is. It seems like it's based around traversal and exploration. I don't know how much of it is action, if any at all. We didn't really see anything. All I know is that I'm definitely intrigued. However, who knows when that game is coming out? I mean, it could be next year, like most people think it is, but it could be like 2020. It could be like a couple years away at least. Kojima's games take longer than others. However, you can't really doubt the quality that they bring. And after all that, guys, thank you so much for your continued support. I'm back. I'm hoping to change a lot of things with the channel. I'm going to start recording with a new camera. I'm going to try and get a new setup. It's all happening for the channel, so I'm not gone just yet, guys. So don't forget to comment down below, leave a like down below if you like this video, and most of all, guys, subscribe. Thank you so much once again. This is Chunky. Thanks for stopping by my world, and I'll see you soon. Take care.